Shot clock at 6. Davis. Oakley rejected by Grant. Myers for Pippen. Oh, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate it. But you know, John, looking at this from afar, this is what the Knicks do to the Bulls and do to opponents game in and game out, and Pippen just served it up in the same manner.
That was the Bulls' answer to John Stark's spectacular dunk last year. And he hovered over Ewing for a second, and Patrick didn't like it, as any player wouldn't like.
And Pippen was called for a technical foul.
What's up, everybody? It's Dante again with the Fresh Culture, back in the house once again with another video. I appreciate y'all stopping by. If you are here for the first time, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you are back again, hit that like button, man. Hit that for me. It only helps the channel grow. As long as I get the likes and get y'all to view these videos, man, it keeps growing and it keeps getting better. So I appreciate y'all for doing that. But as you know, this is Kik Squad TV. So when this video is over, go below in the description. You will see the links to all my people in the Kik Squad. Go to their channels, subscribe, notification on their channels as well, and check out the videos too, man, and hit that thumbs up on those as well. So on to this video. I don't have a new shoe to show y'all. I just don't, man. I've been taking mad L's everywhere I turn. That way is an L. That way is an L. I tried to go up. It was an L. L's all over the place, man. So I had to get a little creative. I had to think to myself like, yo, I'm a streetwear brand. This whole channel is supposed to be based around me being a streetwear brand. So I do have a shoe to show y'all, but I also got some gear to talk to y'all about too that I just dropped. One being what I'm wearing right now and what's right there on the side of me as well. But before I get to those, I want to talk about a particular shoe, being that today, the day you are watching this video, it is All-Star Sunday. So I want to talk about a shoe that dropped All-Star Sunday, or that we've seen for the first time All-Star Sunday many years ago. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The Nike Air Maestro in all red. Fam, let me tell you. So there's a story for me behind this shoe. When this shoe dropped back in 1994, right? I'm a huge Scottie Pippen fan. Love Scottie, as you all know. If you know me, you know that I'm a diehard Bulls fan. And 94 was a season that Mike wasn't around. Mike had already retired. And that season, it left Pippen alone with B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant, and the rest of the crew to just roll through the season without the greatest player to ever lace up a pair of sneakers, right? But your boy Pip took it in stride. He said, you know what? Don't worry about this. I got y'all. We finna make this happen. And Pip put the team on his back and led the squad in 7 statistical categories on the way to a hella winning record, steamrolling into the playoffs, only to get put out by the Knicks after a ghost foul call on Scottie that kind of like did us in. But that's neither here nor there, right? We did imagine well beyond anybody imagined. Phil Jackson should have got Coach of the Year that season. Scottie was robbed of MVP. Yes, Hakeem Olajuwon did deserve MVP as well, but for Scottie to take the Bulls after Mike retiring, after winning 3 championships, when everybody thought they were going to be a seller team, on to the playoffs and just like glorious fashion, he steamrolled that team into the playoffs with a hella winning record. So much props to Scottie. But what does this have to do with the shoe? Air Maestro, all red. All-Star Weekend, All-Star Sunday, 1994. Pip strolled onto the court in these shoes. The only game at the time where he could have wore all red shoes, because back then you had to either only wear white, or if it was a playoffs, wear black, or just your whole team only could wear one color shoe, and that was it. Unlike now, where players can just wear any color shoe they want to and they just go all crazy. Now all the colors are crazy on the court. They don't even match the team's jerseys anymore. They just wear lime green kicks with a red jersey. But Scottie got to put these shoes on. Stepped on the court, All-Star game. Starter, of course, again, because he is Scottie Pippen. And rocked these red shoes all the way to All-Star MVP. Killed it. Murdered the game. He also came out with a shaved head too, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But the Air Maestro all red joint. Fast forward to me having this shoe. I had to have this shoe, man. So I'm in high school, dating myself, right? I'm in high school and I was working in a mall called Lakehurst Mall, working at a store called Merry Go Round, right? Went on my lunch break down to Foot Locker and they had this shoe sitting on the shelf. Could not believe it. It was sitting there and they only had one left and it was my size. But I had no money because I ain't got paid yet. So the dude was like, yo, we can put on layaway for you. For all y'all who don't know what layaway is, layaway was like Afterpay, right? But you could not have the item until you got done paying for it first. So it was like before pay. You put something on layaway, you pay it, you pay it, you pay it, you come pick up your stuff. So anyway, I had some money. He was like, yo, you got 10 bucks? I was like, yeah, I got 10 bucks. He's like, pay 10 bucks now, come back and pick it up by this date, and the shoe is yours. I was like, bet. So I put the shoe on layaway at Foot Locker, right? Came back, got the shoe. Pumped up, rocked this shoe, hooped in this shoe, right? Was ecstatic to have the shoe, man. So what happened was, my brother, my younger brother, who was a hooper, he was playing for the Youth Center League at the time, and he made the All-Star team, which is they take all the teams from the Youth Center League and they create a traveling team. Their colors were red and white, which was my high school colors as well. But so he was like, hey, bro, can I wear these shoes for my first game? And I was like, yeah, I'm proud of you. You made the All-Star traveling team, and he was a starter, right? So cool. Take care of my shoes, you know? Well, the shoes never came back home. He left the shoes sitting on the bleachers. Was talking to his friend, got out, walked off, ran back, and the shoes were gone. That's what he told me. My red Air Maestros gone forever. Until some years ago when they re-released these joints. Shout out to my wife who hooked your boy up with a pair of Air Maestros that was so near and dear to my heart. She hooked me up with these shoes. Man, this almost like when I saw these sitting at the Nike store, we were in Los Angeles at the time, and he was sitting there on the shelf in all this red glory, and I was like, I gotta have these. This brought back so many memories, man. I want to hoop like Scottie Pippen so bad. So bad. But you know, nobody talks about this shoe, man. So I'm gonna talk about this shoe. We're gonna talk about it one at a time because there is a couple of things going on in there that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start with the left foot. Now, the shoe is identical, but there's a reason why I'm going right foot, left foot. So on this left foot shoe, you can see on the outer side there, all leather shoe, has a suede paneling right here, right behind that white Nike swoosh right there. Suede here, on this paneling right there with some ventilation there, ventilation right here in the red leather, right? As you can see, I've worn this shoe already. You know, got a little bit of a crease in there, but I've already been rocking this shoe. You know, on the back side, you got the Nike Air in red right there. And then on the tongue, you got the Flight logo. That used to be my joint back there, that Flight logo. I used to love that, you know. And as you see on the bottom here, I have worn my shoes. You got the white, black, or the black, red, and white there on the bottom of the shoe there. But coming to the differences in the two shoes. I'm not sure if you can see on the inside, but inside here, I hope it's focusing, but it says the association in there, right? It says that there. And here on the back of the tongue, it has 16 with a slash on it, right? Because like right now in today's game, you got to win 16 games in order to win the NBA championship. That's the flaw in this shoe, because you see here is 16 with the slash out, but back when Scottie played, you didn't have to win 16 games, you had to win 15. The first round you had to win 3 games, and then the next 3 rounds you had to win 4 games. So you add those 3 rounds that are 4 games each that you have to win, that's 4, 8, 12, and then the first 3 games you got to win in the first round, that's 15. So that's a little bit of a flaw to me that they had in this shoe, was having the 16 crossed out, because when this shoe came out, you know, you only had to win 15 games. Now, the difference from the left shoe to the right shoe, the difference on here is while it still has the 16 with the slash out on the back of the tongue, on the inside, it has the lines that crosses out, you know, all the way up to 16. So you have the 4 with the slash, another 4 with the slash. So it basically has 16 lines in there, adding up to the 16 games that you have to win in order to win the NBA championship. So that's, you know, being that it's All-Star Weekend, or I guess now we didn't have an All-Star Weekend, we have All-Star Sunday night. You know, I just really wanted to talk about a shoe that, you know, every time I see it, it reminds me of the All-Star game back in '94 when Scottie won MVP. The year Mike was gone, the first year that Mike was gone, and Scottie went on a tear, man. So that shoe to me, you know, and the history of it, but for me, you know, owning this shoe as a teenager, man. So yeah, shout out to my man Coffee with the Foe, because he actually gave me the idea to do a video on a shoe that was dear to me. So I thought that was a really dope idea. So shout out to you, Coffee, if you're watching, man. Much love to you. This is the shoe that's near and dear to me, well, one of them at least. I could do a few more videos on stuff like that, but this is near and dear to me, man. So yeah, shout out to you, bro. Now, before I let y'all go and I get out of here, I want to talk to y'all about a couple things that I dropped recently. We got the Fresh Arch logo crew neck sweaters that I recently dropped. As you can see here, we have it in red, we have it in green, Kelly green at that. Goes really well with the Lucky Green 13s, right? We also have it in navy blue, which goes pretty good with these Obsidians as well, right? And not to forget, we have it in black as well. Super dope collection, man. I'm happy I dropped this because it's doing pretty well. I think it's a classic look. As you can see here, we got the simple crew neck in the 4 different colors. My new logo in arched. It's my logo, but I kind of arched it to make it look really dope, stretched across the chest of the sweater. And then right here on the sleeve, as you can see, I have our Fresh Culture motto, which is a fresh culture, and the Stay Fresh slogan represents the culture of staying fresh spiritually every day, renewing our mind, body, soul, spirit, and faith daily through prayer, forgiveness, and repentance, streetwear dipped in faith. So super dope line that I have going on right now with these. I will be dropping these in t-shirts pretty soon because summer is coming up. So I want y'all to be on the lookout for that. But the other thing that I decided to do as well is drop some joggers. So you can see here, I got the lavender joints, right? Lavender jogging pants with the Stay Fresh here that hangs out on the left leg of the upper side, but also on the lower leg, we got the motto there as well. You can see that there will be on the lower leg of the pants. So super dope thing as well that I dropped. They're very comfortable, made out of organic cotton. They're actually made out of one of the highest grades of cotton that you can actually get out there. So they're super comfortable, man. And I think y'all really love it. Have it in lavender. Just put black on my website as well, though the black is a little bit on back order, so I apologize for that. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it will be available. So that's what I have going on right now. So again, thank y'all for stopping by, hanging with me for a little bit. Let me talk about one of my favorite shoes ever, for me ever to own ever in life. and talk about some new gear. Y'all can get that new gear off of freshculture.com. You can follow me on Instagram at @freshculture as well. And if you follow me on Instagram, you automatically get a discount code. If you sign up for my newsletter on the website, you get a discount code as well. And in the newsletter, sometimes you might get some extras in there, little extra codes in there as well. So rock with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all just chilling with me for a second. Me not having any dope new shoes to review. I thank y'all for taking a journey back in the past with me to talk about one of my favorites. So until next time, or until I get another dope shoe to review, or maybe if I may take y'all back in time again one day, let me know if y'all like that. Maybe we should go back in time more often. Who knows? Back before COVID, back when things were a little bit more simple. I don't know. But until next time, thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Much love. God bless. Stay fresh.